Hello and welcome back to 4 Accelerator. I'm your host Zoo, and today we are continuing our Ancients and Allies series in the medieval era. So let's start off by repairing this farm because we've already got that builder selected. Let's think about what we want to do here. We are friends with Britain, so we don't really have to worry about this military. We're going to be friends with them for another 6 turns. They do have quite a bit more military than us, so it's possible they are preparing to attack us as soon as that friendship runs out. But let's have a look at her. Yeah, she's pretty happy with us, or at least it looks like it. It's possible that that's misleading because we do have quite a penalty from grievances. So we'll just keep playing this out and see how it goes. Let's pick a dedication. We're at a normal age. We do not have a religion. Yeah, we could do monumentality. We are building a lot of districts. We could also do free inquiry because, that's usually a good one to pick if you're getting a lot of boosts and if you're building science buildings. Let's just pick monumentality because we have a bunch of districts queued up already. So let's pick that. We are doing defensive tactics. We're going to want to get some walls built up around these cities sooner rather than later, just in case. So let's queue up some walls now, I think. In fact, I might just queue up walls in all of my cities now, and then we'll build them really quickly. Although she does have catapults, so the walls will tumble down, as they say. I'll queue you up after the commercial hub because that's almost done. And Smolensk is pretty far away from the UK, so I don't really have to worry about that. And then once we get defensive tactics, we'll get the card Limes to get 100% production toward defensive buildings. So that will help us. We also want to get settlers out sooner rather than later as well. We'd like to, I think in the break, I put a bunch of pins down of possible cities to settle, possible wonders to build, districts to build, and so on. So we want to get all those out. We would like to maybe get out some knights and conquer Arabia in the medieval era just for the lulls of winning a crusade against Saladin in the medieval era. We already have a stronger military force than him right now, but I am a bit worried about the UK here, so I think I'm going to play defensive first of all. Let's move our forces back just in case, and yeah, once we pick up sailing, in fact, we might just want to go down towards machinery now. Get some crossbows. We want to move all of our forces over west to defend ourselves. And crossbows will help us out against all these units. She's got a much greater military force, but these units on their own aren't too big of a threat. Because we're going to out-tech them pretty soon with crossbows. Yeah, so why don't we move you there, heal you up. Why don't we bring this horseman back? Bring all of these forces back. Just in case. And since we started the medieval era, it's time for the World Congress. Let's do city center buildings so we can get our walls up even faster. City center. And as far as policies go, do I have lots of a single luxury? I do have a fair bit of wine, it seems. So let's get bonus for wine. And we don't have any other diplomatic favor because we are a warmonger. He's really impressed with us. Alright, there we go. Alright, we definitely want to put in Limes. And we want to tech for feudalism next. That'll be 10 turns. Let's put Limes in. What do we want to build? I think we'll just build some more archers while we're teching towards machinery. So I'll leave in the... Or I could get gold now if I put in conscription. We'd get 13 gold if I put in conscription because we're losing 13 from units. Or maybe it'd be a little bit less than that, but... yeah, because the horsemen might cost more than 1 gold per turn. But we definitely want Lee Mason. We're getting great general points, which is good. How are we doing there? Yeah, we're ahead on great general points. Arabia might get 1, but that's fine. Okay, so let's take out cavalry. Let's put in defensive buildings, and then I think we'll leave in Agoge, and I'll build archers, which we can then upgrade to crossbowmen. And I think I'll leave in urban planning. I'll just leave these other ones in. Okay, so we have our walls here. We could start getting out those settlers, but I think I want those archers first. I'm gonna put an archer over here. Heal you. And how are we doing here? Let's get some food in production. In fact, we could just go straight for food in this case. And we already boosted feudalism, so it's not like we need farms, but I would like to get a farm triangle here. Which will then increase in food. Each of these tiles will increase in food once we have feudalism. Still move these forces back. This guy too. And then we can go to the next turn. We also have a governor, which we could appoint. We have zoning commissioner for Liang. Since I do want to get settlers out, I think I'll appoint Magnus at this point. Put him in Aachen. We've already built... What did we build? We built the Warlord's Throne. That's good. In fact, I want to check all of my cities' citizen managements real quick, just to make sure they're all set to food and or production. Let me see if I set this to food. Okay, we need farms over here, so we'll do that next. We'll put some farms down here. Let's see. I think I'll start getting those settlers out now. I could keep building archers. I'll say just to play it safe, I'll build some spearmen, which will be good against these heavy chariots. And we'll play defensive until 6 turns when we know whether or not Victoria is gonna try to declare war on us. The good thing is even though she has all these units in our territory, if she declares war, those units are going to be booted out of our territory. She's going to be in a much worse position, and we're going to have our walls up by then. Let's just heal up in this city, and then move the horseman back over, move the archer back, move this archer back, move the swordsman over. Actually, while spearmen will be good against cavalry. Let me see. 25. Yeah, let's build some swordsmen. Just some regular shock troopers. Since our swordsmen will be stronger than spearmen right now, and we're not really close to getting the pikemen at military tactics. Let's just put you on alert. Alright, so there's Scandinavia over there. And we'll fortify you on our commercial hub. We'll fortify you on a commercial hub. We already have a fair bit of food in here. Why don't we go for the market? We could put our Hansa down. So I put some pins here. Is this a Hansa? No, that's a commercial hub. That's a Hansa. So we want a Hansa in here, and we want a Hansa. We already put a Hansa down in here. So Which of these do we want the Hansa in? And it doesn't really matter. We could put our 2 Hansas in each spot. Although whichever city has this spot is going to have the better Hansa. So which city do we want to have the better Hansa? Which one's going to be the better city overall? Oops. Well, Novograd's a stronger city on its own, and I think it's better to like double down and have a few really good cities rather than spread out the production over more cities. So I'm going to put this really good Hansa right here on the +4. Although this is also a +4, but this one's going to get even more later. So yeah, why don't I put a Hansa down here? And the only question is, do I want to build the market first? And I think not. Even though that'll get us a trade route, which is really strong, I think getting that production from the Hansa will be a little bit more helpful in the long run. Here we are at our... we're near our housing cap, so I want to get the granary here. We already have a Hansa and a commercial hub down here. Do we want to put down a campus? I don't think we'll put down a campus just yet. We want to put an aqueduct here next to the mountain to boost this Hansa, which is already a +7 Hansa when we finish it. That'll be good. Then maybe we'll put down an encampment here or something. Right in Normandy, I guess, or is Normandy more this way? Wherever. Near the UK, an encampment would be strong, especially with those walls. Keep moving the swordsman over. Put this archer on alert. Move this archer back. Move. Actually, we could just kill this guy. Let's move this archer back. Yeah, he denounces us. That makes sense. We have all the cities, except for one. And I'm just going to leave this spearman over here to sort of keep a close eye on anything in this direction. I think I'll leave this swordsman over here, actually. I'll just leave it in Novgorod for now. Novgorod, sorry. Now I'll kill this slinger, because it's going to just keep chasing us. Why don't I put this archer over in Novgorod, too?
Normal people believe that...
Alright, now that that Hansa's done, I want to protect that Hansa, as well as these commercial hubs from getting pillaged. I'm going to place this aqueduct now. But I think I will keep building swordsmen, or I could build horsemen. I have the card in for swordsmen. Let's just do swordsmen. And I'm going to keep building swordsmen everywhere. Okay, she does have a little bit of horsemen now. Luckily, our grievance penalty is shrinking. An unmet city-state has been defeated. Hey, that's my job. I'm Germany. Don't think I've forgotten about our city-state bonus. Our bonus to attacking city-states. I do plan to take Hattusa as on the way to take out Arabia. But right now I want to just get out these cities before I do anything, right after I shore up my defenses against old Vicky here. Yeah, let's just put you on alert. Sure, if you want open borders, it's good by me. And now comes the test. Will she... Okay, she'll stay friends with us. So we've got another 30 turns. We still want to keep building military, but it's going to be less crucial to focus on that because we've got 30 turns. So now I'll be comfortable pumping out settlers some more. Let's see, what do we want here? We could put an aqueduct here. That would make this Hansa even stronger. We could finish our commercial hub. Why don't we do that? Because right now that city's benefiting from that food. And I'm just going to leave this archer over in this city. So we're going to have archers in most of our cities. Can put down this Hansa now. +8 already. That's before putting this aqueduct down as well. I got a request to talk a little bit more about district placement. This is going to be unique to Germany because they have the Hansa, but this is going to get 2 from these 2 bonus resources. It's going to get 2 from that commercial hub, 2 from that commercial hub, and it's also going to get +1 from 2 districts. And so that's going to be +8 for right now, and it's got a mine. It doesn't get the mine because it's the Hansa, that's right. But once we put an aqueduct, it still gets a +2 from the aqueduct. So that's going to be a very strong Hansa. Let's see, do we want to put down that encampment? Maybe we do. Yeah, why not? That's a good defensive spot. What we can do first is we can build a builder, because we're going to need a lot of builders, and then we can move Magnus over and chop that down before we place the encampment. Encampment? Yeah, so let's do that. And should we go for Hattusa then? No, I want to get these cities down, and then we'll worry about Hattusa. We can take them out anytime. I'll just put that horseman there to block that off. Put these archers on alert. I could put points into Kabul. Alright, fortify you until you're healed. We'll just fortify you. Yeah, I want to finish that Hansa. Then I'll start getting settlers out of it. So here's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to switch off of this builder because we're about to research feudalism and get the serfdom card. So I'm going to put 1 turn into the market instead of that builder, and then I'll switch over to the builder once I put the card in. Why don't we go for the market now? The builder would also... Let's get builders because we're going to have the feudalism card in. So any city that can produce a builder in a reasonable amount of time would be good to do now. Let's get that builder. We want to finish this campus, but then maybe we'll get a builder in there. How close are we on a great general? Okay, Arabia claimed a great general. We want to get Timur. We want to get this one. So I'm going to have to leave that in, but before long we'll be able to afford the great general with faith. Which will be very useful. Thanks to Russia for all those lavras generating faith for us.
In democracy, it's your vote.
Alright, so we have all of our walls that we need right now. Let's... I do want to keep this Strategos card. I would also like I'd like this colonization card, but I'll put in serfdom for now, and because settlers aren't too expensive. We have some high production cities, so I won't worry about colonization just yet. I think conscription will be good right now, and feudal contract, so we can make crossbows, which are currently our strongest. Once we go for knights, we might put in... Oh, well, we don't have the card for that yet, but we'll work in that direction. So this is a good setup. Let's continue with that. Let's switch this over to that builder. Let's get some builders in here while we're doing this. And do we want to go for mercenaries so we can upgrade cheaply? Or do we want to go for divine right, which would be a good government to get? Decisions. I think we'll go for mercenaries first. Although we also want another governor title. Let's just go for mercenaries first.
Remember that people break down too.
Alright, there's machinery. Now let's go for stirrups. And now we'll reassign Magnus over to Frankfurt. We'll assign Liang to St. Petersburg, because we're building a builder there. And Victor can go anywhere. Just put him in Aachen for now. And I'm putting Magnus here, but actually I don't want to wait 5 turns because I want to chop out this encampment. So I'm going to put 1 turn into, or a couple turns into that. Let's see, yeah. Put you on alert. Someone built the Oracle, fine by me. Okay, I can't put my, what's it called, lumber mill there, because the unit's in the way. I'll just come build farms over this way. Move you onto that tile. And I think I'll get more builders while we have the serfdom card in. Could build the pyramids here, but I think we need some builders. They're expensive to make here, though. Let's get a monument, maybe? Or a granary. We don't have much food here. Or a watermill. Let's go with the granary first. We'll set that to a food focus. We leave this on a food focus for now. Alright, here's a little trick. Go to queue, right click whatever's in the queue, and then you clear the queue. So then I will chop the woods and I will put down this encampment, which will now only take 2 turns. I'm going to switch off of military training for now because we're going to build an encampment in 2 turns, and then we'll get the excess culture after the boost that way. I don't like exploiting that queue thing too much, but, you know, it's a good tip to know, and there's really no harm in using it. Alright. City-state emergency has failed. Okay, we could get a granary here, but we don't need the housing just yet. I think another builder would be good. We're really trying to get our infrastructure up and running right now. And a builder here would take too much time. Let's get a granary instead, get some more food in there. Okay, let's put a farm down. Stonehenge has been built. That took a while. Let's see, we could get mathematics. We already have mathematics, so we don't need Euclid. But I'm glad we're getting more great scientist points than anyone else. We're also getting more great merchant points than anyone else, which is good. We're going to get Zhang Jian, it looks like. But I'm going to save my faith for the great general, because that's going to be more useful to our domination style. Alright, there is that. So let's go to military training, and we'll just go straight into mercenaries from there. Okay. Now I'm going to start pumping out settlers. And there's no use having Magnus in the capital while we're making these first few settlers, because we don't actually have another governor title to give to Magnus just yet. But later on we will. Could put down another district, actually. Do we want to put down this campus? We could also put down campuses around here. This would be a +2 campus once we finish the aqueduct, because it's one from the mountain and one from having two districts adjacent. I think I'll just build a market to start with.
If it's natural to kill, how come men have to go into training?
Okay. We still got a couple builders to build. But we have 10 turns on mercenaries. Tell you what, we'll leave the builder card in until we finish these builders, and then we'll switch back. We'll use mysticism, which is 1 turn, to put in the colonization card instead. So we'll leave that in for now. We'll leave all these in for now. And we could get control of any of these city-states. Fez is less useful to us than Hattusa, even though I think I might take over Hattusa. If we control them, I guess there's no need to take them over, but Kabul might be more useful. Unfortunately, we'll have to contest Saladin for control of Kabul. Kabul would be useful in our domination game. Fez would also be useful, though. We might take Fez by water at some point. Well, we're not going to get Kabul anytime soon, so I'll just take Hattusa for now. Alright, we're going to get lots of food from this huge farm section over here. Let's just put a lumber mill on here for now. We'll get mass production. Put a lumber mill here. These are floodplains, but we never put a dam down, so these might flood. Oh well. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think I want to use all of these for lumber mills. Let's put some more farms down. Settler lens. I'll save these woods for lumber mills, except for this one. I think we'll chop and put a farm. That way we have a farm triangle. And then we can use we can put lumber mills up here. Yeah, so I'll chop these woods. And let's finish the commercial hub, and Liang will give us a bonus to district production, so we can use that. I'd like a road from Smolensk, and in fact, if we put our trader over there, we can grow that city a lot faster, which will be useful. So, or we could get some gold. Not very much gold, though, because we still don't have sailing. That's right. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to put this trader in Smolensk, which is our weakest city right now. Time to just build up everywhere. We already conquered a fair bit, and we have a fair bit of land to settle. So I think I'll do that before worrying about anything else. Alright, let's finish that market. I want to prioritize gold and getting lots of traders. Next turn, we will finish our last builder for now. So I will set this to mysticism, which will now be 2 turns. That's okay. And we're going to send you over to Aachen for the highest yields. Send you over in that direction. Let's get a water mill so we can get some food and production in here. And we want one of these for great general points. Get that campus down. We could put the aqueduct down 5 turns. Let's build one of these, either the barracks or the stable. So because we're going to be conquering a lot this way, land-wise, I think I want to put a stable here. Which will help us with knights and tanks and so on. I'd like to put a farm right there, but Vicky's units are in the way.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground.
Alright, I don't know where she's sending the settler, but I'm going to try to block it off. Like she's blocking all of my units. So I'm actually going to send these cavalry around to stand where I want to put cities, just in case. And I will keep building settlers. We already finished stirrups. Oh, we haven't built an aqueduct yet, but we should discover niter. So I'll do that. And I'll just finish this aqueduct so that we research that faster. Then I'll switch back to the stable. Let's get a market in here. We get a campus. We get a +2 campus next to that geothermal fissure. I think that might be worth it. +2 is not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And we are going to want science. Alternatively, I could just put down that market. I could put down an aqueduct. I think I'll put a dam here, as long as this is a floodplain, which it is, so we can dam this up. So I don't want to put an aqueduct down right now. Let's see, campus. I'll just build my market first. We're not even using this farm, so maybe it'll be worth it to put a campus there. Let's put a lumber mill there. Let's put a farm here. What are we doing over here? Why can't I repair this holy site? Oh, because I don't have astrology. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. I could build traders. Can't really do much over here. Encampment. I guess I'll build this Hansa. Swap that tile. Put this +7 Hansa down. So we're playing to Germany's strengths. We're trying to use a lot of commercial hubs and Hansas. So we're getting a lot of gold, and we're going to get a lot of high production cities. Very useful. Let's send this builder over that way. Next turn. Okay, the settler went that direction.
I like to say I practice.
Okay, change policies. We'll take out serfdom. We'll put in colonization. Not really building military units right now. Hey, our grievances are decreased enough for us to get diplomatic favor now. Let's see. I think I'll put in veterancy so that we build the stable faster, or I could just leave in feudal contract. Maybe I'll just leave in feudal. No, I'll do veterancy first. Because I'll do that stable after the aqueduct. That looks good. And now let's finish getting mercenaries. I want to continue to block off this settler. So I'm going to move my horsemen there. I'll hold on to this envoy for now. Put a lumber mill there. Put a lumber mill there. Put a farm here. Get this farming area even better. I will just leave this warrior here for now, the swordsman there for now. And I'll move this guy over that way as well. Okay, now the settler is leaving our territory, which is good. And we got Euclid. I don't want Euclid though, because I already have the mathematics technology, I think. Yeah, so Euclid, we've already sort of eclipsed Euclid's value. We just get one random medieval era, so I'm going to pass on that and hope for a better great general in the future. Still building a settler there, let's see. Yeah. Let's build a lumber mill there. Let's send this builder over that way too. Farms for days. Put a mine down. A mine! Alright, it looks like the settler is kind of stuck. Can't decide where to go, which is good for us. Okay, we're getting some loyalty pressure over there from Arabia, from Cairo, which is a big city, 14 pop. Let's settle Iberia over here, which I've already put some pins down. We can build an aqueduct here to give it access to fresh water. So that's the plan. Put a Hansa here with access to these resources. We'll put a commercial hub on the river. In fact, let's send this settler to Spain, and this settler we'll put here. Oh, I still don't have sailing. Let's put one turn into sailing. finish that off. Let's keep making settlers, I think. Another lumber mill. Another farm triangle here. Helping us get lots of food, lots of housing. Kilwa Kisiwani has been built. No, you cannot have my Diplo favor. You can have my wine. I have lots of wine. Sure, you can have it for 2 gold per turn, because I don't think I'm going to get a better deal than that.
Vessels large may venture.
Alright, now let's go back to military engineering. The pyramids are getting more and more tempting. Do we want to build an aqueduct? Let's see. We could get a commercial hub here. We could put a Hansa there. We could put a Hansa here and a commercial hub there. That would be a decent Hansa. I'd get, let's see, +1, +2, +3, +4. That wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be amazing. Maybe we'll just go for a commercial hub. This might not be a great city. Let's build ancient walls. Just because we want that extra defense, and that city is on our frontier. Let's move this one out. We could settle up here as well. That might be good. Coastal city. If we settle here, we'll have access to that iron and these whales. Everything we need over here. So we might send one up that way. I think I'm going to set this city on food focus because we are producing settlers, but we don't want to lose too much population, so I want to set it on food focus. And now we'll send this builder over that way. I still want to block this settler, so I will put my units there. Mahabodhi Temple has been built. Okay, now what? We could do that campus. Let's just get our granary in here. How are we doing? This city has as much production as our capital. Why don't we go for settlers here as well, instead of the granary? We could afford Timur, but we could also just wait, because it doesn't look like Arabia is going to be able to afford them anytime soon. We could get Irene of Athens and get an extra governor title. That would be very useful. Looks like we're probably going to get her anyway. So why don't we just wait on these, because we're probably going to get both of these so we can hold on to our faith. Which, we have it on good authority, one must have. I could send this builder up to build a bunch of lumber mills up there. Eventually I'll want to do that. For now, I think I'll send this builder over to help us out in this city, which could use a little bit of help. Don't want to upgrade these archers yet, just trying to box out that settler there. Oop. Nope, no Diplo favor. I'm keeping that. 15 to 35 turns left in the era. You denounce us. Military engineering, we finished our aqueduct. Would you give us anything for some wine? 9 gold per turn, that's really good. And we already traded with you. You're a little bit happier with us now. Alright. Ah, Australia's in the way. When did we meet Australia? They must have sailed very far. Is this Russia? Can't tell. That's probably Russia's last city. We might build a city over here at some point. It is kind of just in the middle of the desert. The Katara Depression. Let's see. Build a settler here. No, we want to finish that stable while we have the card in for it. Build a mine. I'm just going to trap the settler over here. This is my continent. Mine. My very own. My precious.
The more science intervenes.
Alright, there's military engineering. Oh, there's some niter. Unfortunately, that changes our plans because now we can't put an aqueduct there. That is unfortunate. We can still put an aqueduct here. But now it might make more sense to settle here. We could put a Hansa there, a commercial hub there. I guess it doesn't really matter very much. It's all sort of the same. If we put one there, we could also build a harbor out there. Although we could build a harbor here as well. I think what I wanted to do was put a harbor here, an aqueduct here, and a campus there to get a campus with +3 adjacency, but we can't do that anymore. Maybe if I put a commercial hub here, then we can get +3 campus there. I'll just settle in place, I'm not going to worry about it. Cologne, down in Iberia, let's put our aqueduct. Let me see. What we could do is we could put an aqueduct here, put our Hansa here, and a commercial hub there. Why don't we do that instead? That will be a slightly stronger Hansa, and we'll save this hill tile for a mine. Now that we have niter, instead of getting this fish, I'm just going to go improve that niter. So I want to build this aqueduct right away. We can build military engineers, so I can rush this aqueduct, which is good. So I'll probably do that once we've actually... Yeah, we have to build an armory first over there. And there's some more niter. And there's some more niter. Okay. What do we want tech-wise? And when do we want it now? Could go straight for gunpowder. Why not? We'll go straight for gunpowder. Get some musket men. And then we'll go on the warpath. I'll finish a monument here. Actually, you know what? I do want to get some harbors up. It's about time for that, so... Harbors it is. That settler left. About time. Bum 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 bum. Oh right, I want to build the Venetian arsenal over next to Italy, just for fun. And because it'll be a very useful wonder on this map, especially with our U-boats. Let's build a settler up here in St. Petersburg. Let's send this builder back to get that niter mine down. Let's get an iron mine. Let's put some farms down. Move you back into that city.
Being a mercenary, though, hey, we
lost Hattusa. Now we will regain Hattusa. Alright, here is Irene. Perfect. That'll be a +4 Hansa to start with. Because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus resources around it, or resources around it, rather. Why don't we start with a monument? Just so we can spread our borders for free. Where did that builder go? There it is. Alright, we got a governor title. Actually, I'm not going to build too many more settlers. I do want to put titles into Magnus eventually, but right now I can put this title into Victor and get Embrasure, which will give units a free promotion at the start, which will be very useful once we start building lots of units. So I might do that. How many more settlers do I want to build right now? At least 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I already have all the settlers I sort of need for right now. Just about all the places I can settle. I mean, I could settle another one over here. That's in... yeah, that might be alright. Cities are always good to have. Let's go for recorded history. It's about time we did that. Yeah, eventually I'll want to promote Magnus up to vertical integration. Black Marketeer would also actually be a useful title as well for producing military. So which of these do I want? Black Marketeer would make it cheaper to produce our strong units, but right now I'm not so worried about not having enough resources because we're at full resources. So I think I'll just put this in Embrasure right now. And I'll put Victor over in Frankfurt, which is where we're going to be producing knights. I do want to build an armory before we do that, so let's see, put you in Frankfurt. I'll move Victor back to the capital, even though I'm not doing any chopping right now. Do I want to put down an aqueduct? No. Keep this on food focus for now. Let's build a market. Get another trade route. And let's settle over here. That's going to take 37 turns. I'm going to build a monument first. I'm just going to buy this so I can get the Niter Mine right away. No, I don't want to sell you my diplomatic favor for your whales.
I don't believe in astrology.
Maybe once we start losing diplomatic favor, I'll just sell it off, but for right now, I'll hold on to it. Let's build that armory. Terracotta army would be really good. But it'd be even better if I had more military. I'll just build the armory for now. Being able to build military engineers out of there would be really useful. Alright, there's a Niter Mine. Temple of Artemis has been built. John Curtin is way ahead of us. We're going to have a time trying to break him down later on. Oh, look, and we're headed towards a dark era for right now, Dark Age. Well, that's fun. What with all the loyalty pressure. So I could build a Hansa there, it'd be a +3 Hansa. Then I could put a commercial hub there. That wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Could also just put the pyramids down. Let's go for the pyramids. If we don't get it, it's no biggie. If we do get it, it's good. Let's get a Niter Mine. Oop. Settle Heidelberg. Get rid of that pin. Let's get a monument here in Heidelberg. Go to the next turn. There's that settler, but we've already settled everywhere we wanted to so far. Units of the chosen promotion class gain +5 combat strength. Let's just choose... let's choose melee. And producing units, let's make producing units cheaper for production, and let's put all of our points into these. Melee 1, production 1, sweet.
All the world's a stage.
Okay, let's change our policies. Uh, 5 turns left on that. I'm fine taking out colonization for that. Okay, we still want Great General points. We're about to get Timur. I'm gonna skip this. I don't really care about James St. George. This could be a useful Great Scientist. Might want to buy that one. Theater Square? No. Encampment, maybe. We could put an encampment right there. That would be useful. As well, a campus would be useful. Because we're starting to get, well, we're ahead of everyone around. Oh no, we're not. We're behind Arabia by quite a bit. Okay, we need to get some science. So I'm going to put campuses down. You can't settle here. Now we can repair this holy site. Let's do that. One thing I do want to do is I want to promote up my units. So, actually, let's put in diplomatically first. We'll just leave colonization in, but let's get discounts on upgrades. Upgrades. There we go. Alright, we'll put a point into Kabul. Oh, we already did. Okay, so that was useless. So always check that before you switch your cards.
Set your course by the stars.
Alright, now we will go for gunpowder, because that's going to help us against Arabia, who will be our next target. And let's start upgrading. Let's get some swordsmen upgraded. Oh, we can't do that yet, that's right. Do I have any warriors? That's a question. I thought I had to upgrade some warriors into swordsmen, but it looks like I don't. I've already done that. So I didn't need to put in the resource card. So I'm wasting a few cards here, but that's okay. We'll be able to switch it before too long. And now we have very little gold per turn, so we're going to have to put conscription back in. But we do have a lot of crossbows, and that's useful. And there's Timur. We'll recruit Timur. And what the heck, why don't we just recruit this great scientist now? Because that'll be useful for conquest in the medieval and Renaissance era. Let's build some traders now. market. We're going to need more gold. I'm just going to leave Timur here for now. 7 turns left in the era. Kotoku Inn has been built. 6 turns left in the era. Let's build a granary in here. I'll just leave you there for now. Extra food in Heidelberg. Actually, let's put down this harbor. But let's keep building the monument. And let's put down this Hansa here. And keep building the monument. $20 iron for 3 gold per turn. Yeah, I'll take that. 20 horses for 5 gold per turn? Sure. The good thing about Arabia having so much science is we'll be able to take it.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
I think I'm going to put natural philosophy in, even though we don't have very many campuses. Let's see, let's put that card in. Definitely want conscription. Let's put veterancy back. No, let's just put in feudal contract for now. Let's go for provision now. We want to promote up Magnus. And we want to go for monarchy, so let's do that. Are we close to getting 10 pop in any cities? We could get 10 pop. Yeah, we could get 10 pop in Frankfurt before that goes, so we'll just keep an eye on that. We'll switch off. Found a religion. We'll switch off of this if we can get the boost for it quickly. I don't want James of St. George. I do need science, so it's time to build a library. And Hattusa is giving us extra science. In fact, if we get another envoy, we might want to take Fez. In fact, let's get an envoy sooner rather than later. And get Fez, and then let's build some libraries. We do need, yeah, we need campuses. So let's get a campus. Well, no, I'm going to start building military in here. Could build a military engineer for Cologne. Yeah, 1 engineer, and then we'll start building knights, I think. Let's build a library. Settle that way. Build a trader. Alright, let's just strengthen all these cities. So let's put 1 over in Heidelberg, send it to Aachen. Oh, we could get an envoy if we trade with Fez. Trading with Cairo would also be... give us a lot of gold. That's useful. Let's get an envoy from Fez. And then we'll take Fez, just for the science bonus for right now. No, I'm not going to give you wine for 3 gold. Sorry, Russia. Let's get another trader, perhaps, or a campus. Can we get a good campus? We can only get +1 campuses. That's not super useful. Maybe if we need to later, but for right now, we could get a harbor, but that's not going to help us. Let's get an encampment, and where do we want to put it? Encampment. Well, we're not using this for food right now, so maybe we'll put it here. But this tile is better than these tiles, so why don't we put it up here somewhere? Yeah, these are all woods. Let's just put it there. Settle on the wine. Let's put Liang in there for now. And let's try to make friends with Vicky again. Yes, this does please us. Let's put a harbor down. We wanted to put a harbor there. And should we just build that harbor? Oh, I forgot to change these cards. Whoops. Oh well. Okay. Forgot to save the changes that I had made. Let's just build that harbor, yeah. London finally has walls. No longer suzerain of Fez. That's too bad. Oh, Kumasi doesn't have hardly any envoys in it. Let's keep getting traders. We got our military engineer, let's send that down. That's right, I need shipbuilding in order to send the military engineer there, unless John moves his scout, which would be lovely of him to do, but I can't even give him open borders because he's denounced me. Let's see, I could build a harbor over here. Oh, I didn't put that campus down. I'll put it down. No, I'll just keep building military for now. Or start building military, rather. So let's start with some night action. No, I'm gonna hold on to my niter, sorry. And that is the end of the medieval era. So we built up our infrastructure quite a bit.
Religious thinking.
We settled some new cities, and we are gearing up to produce a lot of military very quickly to attack Arabia and absorb their 83 science, which will really put us on track. Eventually, we'll build some, ships and whatnot to take over the UK, but for now, they're our only friend, and we're going to leave it that way. So that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts, questions, comments, anything at all. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.